Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing great. You're enjoying this playoff run that our favorite hockey team is on right now. And you're getting to enjoy what May has to offer, all the beautiful weather and the sunshine and the flowers blooming and being outside. So I hope you're getting to enjoy some of that. And I'm spending a little bit more time outside. I'm training for a race, so I'm running. And my goal here is to not get injured and just to cross the finish line. So that's my goal here. I hope I make it in August for my race that I'm doing. And I hope whatever you've got planned, that things go well for you. There's this one quote I came across from Seneca, and it says that show me that the good life doesn't consist in its length, but in its use, and that it is possible, no, entirely not too common for a person who has lived a long life to have lived too little. And whatever amount of time that we have here, whatever you've been given, I do hope that you get to use it up to its fullest, that you get to enjoy those times as, spending time on the couch with your family or going for a walk with your dog or making those moments count. That's really and truly what this summer is. Summer in Edmonton and St. Albert, that's what it's about. Seize the moment, enjoy the beautiful weather, and use it all up. Use every drop of it. Now, as we look at our real estate stats and how things have been going over the last little while, I want to keep you updated as we look back last month. I know anecdotally, it seems again like there's a little bit of softness on the higher price points, but those lower price points are just going crazy. A single family home that we brought on, it was actually in Devon. Some great, wonderful clients there. And we put it up before the weekend, found market value. We had a tremendous amount of showings, ended up getting 14 offers, selling unconditionally, well over list price. And it was that lower price point that really pushed it. When we're getting higher, there is some softness. The prices and the houses are sitting a little bit longer and the prices are tapering a little bit, but there is a lot of strength in the mid to low market, especially for single family detached properties here in St. Albert and in Edmonton. Specifically, let's take a quick deep dive into Edmonton and see how things have been coming along. A couple things that I wanted to make note of is that our inventory is sitting at 5,400, so 5,436. That's what the inventory was sitting at. And then our sales for last month were 2,710. So when we're doing all that, basically we've got 2 months of inventory. We divide the inventory by our sales. We've got 2 months, which puts us directly in a seller's market. Again, the heat of it is going to be a little bit lower. And then we look at how that inventory is gone. Our inventory is up month over month, almost 10%, 9.8%, which we begin to see as we head into this true spring summer market. And then it is up year over year. So the same time last year, 4.8%, almost 5%. I do feel like our spring market was late this year with everything that was going on. It took a while to get sales going. I feel like we're going to have an extended spring summer market. So usually when the summer market goes to bed in August, I think we're going to have a bit more of a push as people were late coming to market with everything that was going on. When we look at our sales at that 2,710, that is showing that month over month, we've had 9% increase in our sales. So that's showing that we're having more sales. But when we look year over year, we're down 13% year over year. Last year was a very active time, but we're seeing our inventory has climbed year over year and our sales are down slightly year over year. But what does it mean for our pricing when we're looking at everything? Our average detached home price here in the Edmonton area is $586,000. And that's up 10% year over year and up 1.8% month over month. So it is still climbing with those price points there. And that median price point is at $535 for the median property. Semi-detached, that is an average price of $435,000, which is up 6.9% year over year. And month over month, it's at 1.1% up. So we're still seeing the increase there. All across the board, we're seeing increases. Even as we go to our row-in townhomes, those are up 6.7% year over year and up just 0.1% month over month. And we're at that $315,000 mark. And then those apartment style condos, those are sitting at $218,000, which over the year, so year over year, is up 8.5%. So continued increase there. And month over month, it's up 0.1%. With those apartment style condos, we did see one that sold at $827,000 that past month. So again, that outlier pushes that pricing up. But for the longest time, we were at $200,000 and under for apartment style condos. We're beginning to see some higher end condos and some things sell. That's giving some pressure. So what that's showing us is our prices are increasing. Our sales maybe are decreasing a little bit from year over year and our inventory is increasing, but we do still just have 2 months of inventory. So we still have a seller's market that's happening right now. And we've got opportunity here still. If you've got a good property, we're right in the heart of our selling season. We anticipate it to stay relatively strong here for the next little bit, especially in those nice active price points. Specifically now, let's look at St. Albert and how things have been coming along there. St. Albert, the single family detached homes, what we're looking at currently as of today, we've got 107 active, 27 pending properties. Last month, we had 107 active as well and 35 pending at the same time. Our sales, we're sitting at 107 sales. So 107 active, 107 sales last month. That is increased from the month previous at 95, and then year over year was at 106. So we are seeing basically our month of inventory now, 107 active, 107 sales. We've got 1-to-1. So we've got 1 month of inventory. A lot of activity in those nice low price points. Some in the higher price ranges, but once we're getting up there, it is definitely going to be a little bit softer. Our days on market for St. Albert are going to be 21 days on market. Last month was 26 and the year before was 34. So we're seeing those days on market shrink, and the average price point has increased year over year. We're at $614,000 for our average price point. The median price point is at $550, so still a bit higher than the city of Edmonton, which it always tends to be. And then last month it's down slightly for our average price, which is $627, and then that median was $556. And then last year the average price was $586, and which is up. This year we're up 4.5% on that, and our average price point is down just 2% month over month. And our highest sale we saw this past month was for a $1.27 million property in Kingswood. And the lowest sale we saw was a $350,000 property in Lacombe Park. So a lot of activity, a lot of sales, the months of inventory are down, and it's continuing to rise. So what do we see moving forward here as we're entering into our spring summer market? I think we're going to continue to see this strength. I don't know how long this will last. We've seen our friends down south in Calgary. They've seen their prices plateau and trail off a little bit. The rest of Canada has definitely seen a plateau and trailing, but we continue to remain strong because of our low price points. I just had a client from Ottawa come here and we were showing properties. Our price point here is very much different from what they would see out in Ottawa. So we're very much lower than them, and we're still seeing the draw here. So I think we'll see that. We don't know how long this good run will last, but I think that we've got a lot of great things in store for Alberta, and we'll continue to push forward and see how things go. And it really is going to matter though, making sure that you're priced well. If we overprice your property, you could end up sitting, but if you price it where the market is, we find where that is, and you're right there, maybe slightly under, that's when you're going to achieve good value, because you're going to generate a lot of interest. You're going to generate a lot of buyers, hopefully, especially if you're in a good price range. And then that might give you multiple offers, which is not a guarantee. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't even happen most or half the time, but it does happen, and it's all about strategy. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions, if you've got any great book recommendations or any insights. I'd love to chat with you, hear more from you, and just show you how great Edmonton, St. Albert is, and how awesome our market is, and how we can help serve you and your families. All right. Thank you so much, my friends, for watching, and we will see you again next time. Bye-bye.